Hi again, I'm filming today not at my place because I'm watching my friend's cat and she has a really cool tool for fast knitting, the Sentro knitting machine. And I watched a few videos to see what people are making with it, and there is one particular sweater that I really want for myself, this one. I'm not entirely sure if I will wear it in real life because it's a bit see-through, but I really love it, so I hope I will. Also, I want to mention that this video is not a tutorial because I don't know anything myself yet, but you can watch to see how mine turns out, what problems I run into, or maybe I won't have any, and then you can confidently make one for yourself by following that girl's tutorial. So at our disposal we have these 4 skeins of white yarn with these black and white fibers. I think it will look luxurious, though the composition isn't very luxurious. It's 100% acrylic. However, it's actually quite soft and I wasn't planning on wearing it in hot weather, so it works for me. In any case, if I understood correctly, this yarn should be enough for a sweater, and there might even be some left for a hat, but the hat is a secondary goal. The first goal is to make a sweater. The first thing I was told to do in the tutorial was to make 10 rows with scrap yarn, so I do. I found some small balls of bright colored yarn here, so that they will contrast well with my white yarn. I'm not going to go too much into detail about how to cast on, but basically it's very simple. You just have to weave it in and out, in and out, in and out to make the first row, and then just go back and forth until it's done. I decided to make 15 rows for reliability and ran out of yarn, so attempt number 2. To take off what you've knitted, you just need to turn the crank around twice, but that's only if you're making extra rows with the scrap yarns. Without them, you have to take it off using a special needle so that nothing starts to unravel, but I haven't done this way, so I don't know. I finished my waste yarn rows and it looks very nice, but this machine sometimes makes such a scary noise. I hope I don't break anything. So now I need to insert my not waste yarn and continue. To start my actual color, I don't need to make any knots. I just switch the scrap yarn for the real one and keep going as if nothing happened. But why do we even need those waste rows? So, as I understood, sometimes the machine can knit a little messy at the beginning, and this way we can get the cleanest possible edge for the project. What I love the most is how neat everything turns out. All the stitches are even and perfectly the same, especially considering that this thing kind of looks like a kid's toy. I actually had a toy sewing machine when I was little, but I never managed to make anything decent on it. I realized I didn't mention which piece I'm currently working on. This is the back panel. I need to make 1 of 5 rows in total. I think that for the first time it would probably be better to make a hat first, and only then the sweater with bows, but I'm not really sure if I had enough yarn, plus I have limited number of days. In 3 days they're kicking me out of here. The most inconvenient part for me was counting the rows. Honestly, I was kind of paranoid and kept double checking all the time. I had this little counter thing, but it's not a perfect tool because I kept forgetting whether I had pressed the button or not. At the end, we make another buffer with the scrap yarn and take it off, just like at the beginning. So the back panel is ready and it looks very nice and neat, but I do have a few concerns because it also looks very small, and while I could make it longer, I can't adjust the widths. This is the maximum width possible on this machine, so in the end we'll find out if I can fit into it. Now I need to make the same kind of panels for the sleeves and the front, just smaller. For the front I need 2 panels, each 22 stitches wide and 105 long. As for the maximum widths, I think that's really one of the few downsides of this machine. I mean, I think I will still fit into the sweater, but if it were a skirt, I would probably not fit in. I've seen people make 2 panels and join them together to make a bigger panel, but honestly, that looks really ugly with that stripe in the middle, so yeah, not great. Now we make 2 sleeves, each 35 stitches wide and 130 long. So stressful moment, I ran out of yarn, but honestly I'm surprised it lasted this long because I've already made the back, the front and half a sleeve. Now I'm wondering why I even bought 4 skeins. But it's strange because I was told to buy 4 skeins and the girl in the video said that you need 400 grams, so it's a bit of a mystery. And I also found this cool thing here to wind yarn into a spool. I don't know why I need it, but I want to try it. Never mind, I didn't get this machine at first and decided not to bother with it. And to be honest, I still don't really get the point of it. Like, even if it's more convenient to have yarn like this, why don't companies just sell it in these skeins to begin with? Wouldn't that be easier? As you can probably tell, this actually took me until dark. Yeah, I had to start over a few times because the edge stitch kept slipping and I had no idea how to fix it. But even if you don't count that I'm a slowpoke, it's still really fast. It's scary to think about how much time I could spend crocheting all the pieces for my previous sweater, and here, in less than a day, all the pieces are done. Good morning, so we have 2 arm panels, 2 front panels and the back panel. Our next step is to somehow get rid of these waste yarns, and I need to find out how. Here we can see the white row of stitches where we have the waste yarn, and that row needs to be crocheted with single crochet. For the sleeves panel though, it's half double crochet. Also, something funny happened. I unraveled the red yarn, admired the result, and then started winding the red yarn back up, but accidentally grabbed the end of a yarn tail from a piece that wasn't secured yet. Luckily, I noticed in time. Hey guys! So it's been like over a year since I shoved all the pieces of this sweater into this cabinet and never looked at them again. And I feel kinda bad for it because there is barely anything left to do. I just need to sew all the pieces together. So today's plan is to finally finish it no matter what and go out wearing it tonight. Because the beginning of fall feels like the perfect weather for it and I'm not going to miss this season. So first of all, she joined the first 6 stitches of the front panels using a slip stitch. I don't know what I did wrong last year, but the very first stitch doesn't look great. I can almost fit my pinky through it, but I somehow joined it, so hopefully it's okay. Next we need to join the front and the back pieces, leaving space for the neck. First I needed to count 11 stitches on each side. I had some trouble finding the stitches at first, so I did it in a really weird way. Just ignore that. Basically, you just crochet 11 single crochets on each side. Here I'm becoming more and more sure that the sweater is going to be too small for me. Next I need to join the sides using slip stitch. At the top I have to count 31 stitches to leave a hole for the arms. Okay, I'm totally confused. She said to leave 31 stitches on the front panel and 31 stitches on the back panel. And if I haven't lost my mind, that means the sleeve should have 31 times 2, 62 stitches. But we made this sleeve 35 stitches wide, not 62. So nothing adds up. Okay, I think I could try crocheting each stitch on the sleeve twice, but then it will be 70 stitches, not 62. So I will leave 35 stitches on each side to make it somehow work, especially since I'm still worried it's going to be too tight. First of all, I always miscalculate how long things are going to take. I thought I would be done in like 3 hours, and it's already 6 p.m. and I started around 11. Second, I'm losing more and more hope for this sweater. Now I can finally put aside the white yarn because I want to make all these holy joints to stand out. I have 3 colors to choose from: pink, green and light blue. And I thought about it for a long time and decided I actually want to use all of them, and if I don't like it later, I will just pick the best one and redo it. Next day, same outfit. So yesterday evening it was too dark to film, so I will just show you what I did. So I can basically say I have 2 sleeves done, one pink and one green. All that's left is to make the front, to weave in all the ends, and I need to make the bows, but I don't really remember where exactly they're supposed to go. Right now, while I have it on, I want to mark the spot where the bra sits in. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to work, but it would be nice to make the join exactly at this level, so I could wear a bra under this sweater, but let's see how it turns out. First, mark the spots where the joints will be. She says to count 30 stitches from the top, which perfectly matched my mark, and then mark every 15 stitches. Second, work half double crochet along the first panel. Third, go around the top joint to move to the second panel. Fourth, at the joining points, just make a slip stitch. And fifth, do the ending at the bottom of the sweater the same way. Okay girls, I'm not sure about the bow. Maybe I should have done it in blue. What do you think? Anyway, I decided not to make all 70 bows right now. Maybe I'll try doing them later at a relaxed pace, and then I will show you the result on Instagram. For now, I decided I will remove this bow, weave in all these loose ends, and then show you the result without this top underneath. So first of all, it doesn't work with bra. Then yes, it's a bit tight under the arms and around the neckline. Actually really tight around the neckline. Then yes, I know it should be washed, and then I don't know what's called properly blocking it. I don't know how to do that. But if we are talking about how hot I feel in this sweater, you understand, it's a 10 out of 10. So that's it. Thanks for watching and bye!